This morning, the State Environment Department is expected to decide if it will renew a permit that would clear a hurdle for a controversial horse slaughterhouse in Roswell to one day open. Even if the water discharge permit here is renewed, the Valley Meat Plant is still in a huge legal fight in federal court. Several animal rights groups have challenged the Department of Agriculture's approval of the plant, saying that the agency didn't take into account the environmental impacts. There is a hearing expected to start today at 9 a.m. If it does eventually open, the Valley Meat Plant would slaughter horses for European and Asian markets.
Well, 5:32 now. If you're having trouble signing up for Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, or you are confused about how to use it, you are not alone.
Yeah, just yesterday, President Obama addressed the website glitches causing huge headaches and announced plans to fix the problems. We wanted to know how the system is working here in New Mexico. Our News 13 Samantha McDonald is live in the Newsplex to answer that. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, guys. Lots of New Mexicans have successfully signed up for Obamacare, but the Office of the Superintendent of Insurance has also been fielding lots of calls for help. The new online marketplace is open for enrollment October 1st. So far, the Superintendent of Insurance, John Franchini, says 1,000 businesses in New Mexico have applied successfully for policy exchange. That means 2,500 employees are signed up. He says that's a good turnout, but lots of residents calling the office say they have trouble connecting and sometimes can't access the site without a password. Franchini says that's the main problem he sees in New Mexico. The reason behind the delays in the error messages, the unexpectedly high volume of applicants trying to access the site. So while the website gets some work, the superintendent has some advice on how to proceed.
I would just tell them to wait for 2 weeks and go in 2 weeks from now, because coverage doesn't start till January 1st. So we just need to be patient and let them fix it.
Franchini says if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call him. That's at 505-827-4299. He has staff on hand to help guide you through the process. Back to you guys.
Okay, Sam, thank you. Some of the changes that President Obama has announced for the healthcare website include options to apply by phone or email and the ability to view plans without having to fill out applications first. Another news this morning has a lot of people talking. Police in Nevada are still trying to figure out what made a 13-year-old kill his teacher and himself.
Yeah, the shooting happened yesterday morning just after 7, where kids were showing up for school. Police say that student shot Michael Lansbury, a teacher, in the chest after the teacher was very brave and told the kid to put his gun down.
He said, "You ruined my life and I'm going to ruin yours."
Oh my. 2 other students who were hurt in the shooting. Police say it is too early to say whether the teen was targeting specific people there. Investigators think the teen used his parents' semi-automatic handgun to carry out the shooting. Meanwhile, that teacher who died, Michael Lansbury, is being called a hero, and rightly so. He was 45 years old. He used to be in the Marines and currently was in the Nevada Army National Guard. His sister says she is not at all surprised that Michael died protecting his students.
Some people are calling on state lawmakers here in New Mexico to find a way to save the lottery scholarship and keep it available to all students. Folks rallied at Washington Middle School in Albuquerque yesterday. Students with a 2.5 GPA can receive 8 semesters of paid tuition from the state, but the fund is about to run out of money, and there's been talk of tightening requirements. Last night's rally was put on by Albuquerque Interfaith, a group of congregations, schools, unions, and nonprofits. Is it too spiritual for school? One state lawmaker is raising questions about yoga in the classroom.
First and foremost, you have to determine if it's an appropriate type of coursework for a public education course.
Representative Alonzo Baldonado is worried about pushback from parents who might not agree with yoga's connection to spirituality. Earlier this year, the Quiet Time program at McKinley Middle School was suspended when parents voiced concerns. That program focused on breathing and meditation exercises. Maldonado says if a district offers a program like that, they should be upfront with parents and give them the chance to opt out.
Well, it is no secret that exercising has a lot of benefits, but now a new study shows it can also help your kids do well in school. According to research published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, teens who do moderate to vigorous exercise improve their academic performance. Researchers say working out helps girls in particular do better in subjects such as science. The study says the more intensive the exercise, the greater the impact on the school test results. Benefits never ending for exercise. And there could soon be a way to help those who suffer from hair loss. Researchers at Columbia University have found a way to generate hair growth. The new technique uses tiny cells that tell our skin to go ahead and grow hair. Cells are taken from a donor or grown in a lab and are then used to induce hair growth. Don't get excited just yet. Researchers say more studies need to be done before the procedure can be used on people.